Hello and welcome back to part two. I know what you're thinking. It's been so long since part one. It's probably been a few months. We apologise. But we are back with another episode where we're speaking to my friend Alxzandria Chantiluke. You're going to learn a lot and it's entertaining as heck. So make sure you get your snacks. Make sure you get your drinks ready. We're going to have a great conversation. All right. Make sure you enjoy. You're going to learn a lot, like I said before. And take care. Enjoy. That's something that is kind of like a thread that goes in between every single creative that's out there. Because I think because our work, it's not like maths, it's not like science, it's not easily measured, is it? But then I think it's just one of those things. Everyone goes through it. They're like, am I really even an artist? Because literally, you can pick up a pen, you can pick up a pencil and draw something one day, and then say, okay, today I'm an artist. And you can literally just train yourself to be an artist on that day, kind of. Not in one day, obviously it takes time. But, and then you have to kind of assess it after a while, and it's like, okay, nothing's going well for me. I'm not getting the clients. What's going on? Am I really that skilled? And then you see like designs on like Behance, or what websites do you see like fashion designs on? Mostly
on my Instagram. Like I follow like all the designers on Instagram, so it's just like, okay.
So you see like what they're doing. It's like,
it's like, really?
Oh wow, this is what we're doing now.
This is how it is now.
Okay. Trust me.
Literally.
But I think sometimes you just need to like for me, I stopped following people on Behance because it was like, it was just making me have too many questions on myself, kind of thing. It was like, yeah, look, I know I'm decent, alright, I'm decent at what I do, so let me just unfollow these people. And every now and then, like, I'll go back and I'll look at some designs that I've done in the past. I'm like, yeah, I see what I did there. I'm decent. You know, do you ever get those moments?
I'm a very harsh critic of myself, so very rarely. But that's just me. That's a bad way to be. That's a good way to be able to look back and be like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I still kind of really struggle with that side of things. It is literally a daily battle, like having to be like, okay. And you know, I do get those, like, for me, it's when people say something. So my last client, for instance, really great guy, and you know, his critique of my work was just always positive.
Yeah.
So for me, it's something like that. It's like, okay, to me, I'm thinking, why isn't this better?
Yeah.
But he's like, this is brilliant. Like, you know, you're amazing. And I'm just like, oh, maybe I am quite good then.
Yeah.
So for me, it comes from reviews from people and hearing that good feedback from people kind of helps to reassure me that, okay, I'm all right. Like,
as the creator, you see everything wrong with what you've created in it.
Yeah.
But for someone that wasn't there during the process, wasn't there to see what your mind went through to create it, it's like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's unfiltered, and it's good that they've got those fresh eyes on it, and it's like, yeah, they're seeing it from a fresh perspective, and from their perspective, it looks on point.
Yeah.
That's a normal thing.
Okay, cool.
That's a very normal thing. But yeah, to be honest, like when I'm telling myself, yeah, this design is sick, no one else is saying that. It's just me still. It's just me.
But that's good. Like, you have to gas yourself up, man. Like, you have to be your number one fan. It's so important to be that. Like, to have that confidence. Like, yeah, like, I'm good.
Yeah. What's been your highlight while designing clothes then?
My highlights. I'd say my highlight would have to be in 2018 when I was shortlisted as one of Birmingham's top 30 under 30 young people.
Hey.
Yeah, that was huge for me because it wasn't even solely to do with design. It was also to do with the work that I do in the community for the homeless and you know, general for the young people, things like that. So it meant a lot to me because kind of like a lot of the things that I do that sometimes go unseen, it was kind of like, oh, like people are noticing what I'm doing, and not that I do it to get any of that. That's honestly not what it's about, and I would have been fine without it as well. But it's really nice to kind of just be recognised and to be put on that platform next to some amazing young people.
Yeah,
I was just
people
like, wow,
things,
these guys are amazing. And shout out to the 30 under 30 crew. Like, all of them are fantastic and just slaying in their own lane. And to be put up there with them and to be recognised on that platform. And Birmingham's like the youngest city in Europe.
Is it?
So yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You know what, there's always some new factoid you learn about Birmingham.
Always.
Like, someone's always dropping, Birmingham has more canals than Venice.
That's the number one.
I want to know how many people believe that.
I do.
I'll claim it, but like, do I believe it? No.
I believe it, right? Industrial revolution. We were doing things.
It's probably true. It's probably real talk. And then people say, "Oh yeah, we're the second city." I mean,
we were doing bits, right?
Yeah,
We got that.
We've got some work to do for Birmingham.
Yeah.
We Birmingham needs some help, to be honest.
But we love it. You can't help but not love it. And it's the youngest city in Europe. There you go. New fact today, guys.
Youngest city in Europe.
So to be shortlisted in the youngest city in Europe for the under 30s, that was huge to me.
Do you still keep in contact with them guys then?
I do, yeah. We have a little WhatsApp group and we support each other with events and stuff. I was just the other day at Poetry Jam that a couple of the guys put on. I went down there and chilled and caught a nice vibe. It's good.
Good.
Yeah, it's nice.
It sounds like just a quality group of people, to be fair.
Yeah, they are. Like, and that's the thing, everyone's so humble, like super humble, willing to help, willing to support. Yeah. And I think it's a good idea that they're doing this, and they've started it up again actually. So they'll be looking for the next set of 30 under 30 2019 now. Yeah. And it's good that they're creating this kind of community of young people that are actively doing things in the city that can help to kind of support each other and just kind of raise awareness what people are actually doing, because people are doing a lot in the city.
We just don't get no shine.
We don't get no shine, no. So
we don't get no shine. That's why.
So yeah.
Okay. My next question for you is: what advice would you give to yourself, but the secondary school version of you? So if you could go back in time and speak to her, what would you say to yourself?
Lol. If I had a chance to go back in time, gosh, there's so much, but I would have to summarise it as 3 things. Yeah. So number 1, relax. Yeah. Like, just calm down, okay? Just relax. That has to be my number 1. Number 2 would be to take your time. And number 3 would be relax, take your time, and be kind. Be kind to yourself. They were like they would be my top 3. I'd say relax because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I have been for like years. And in school, I think the pressure that is put on kids in school is actually a lot, and it's completely unnecessary, I feel. And I think I personally put a lot of pressure on myself to succeed and to always be the best. Like, I don't know if you had it in your household, but I had it in mine. Like, you have to work twice as hard to get half as much. You know, in a lot of black houses, that's the saying that's being said. And, you know, that was the mantra I had pretty much my whole life, and I took that to heart. So I knew for me, like, I couldn't just be mediocre. I couldn't just do okay in exams. I couldn't just do all right. I had to be getting the A stars. I had to be doing more. And so, like, my teachers will tell you, like, I was the student who would get an A, and I'd be like, okay, but what do I have to do now to get A star? Like, tell me what else I need to do to get the best marks. I was always aiming high, and that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't ever say it was a bad thing, but I think my motivation for it was in the wrong place. And it was almost from a place of like fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, and having fear as your motivation, that is not a motivation for anyone to have. So I think they're my main ones. Take my time, because I think we're all told this myth when we're in school that you have to do this at this stage, by this age you have to be here, by this age you have to have achieved that. And it's a lie. Somebody made that up a long time ago, and people just dishing that out to us. It's a big lie, it's a myth. Like, live your life, take your time, do things at your own pace, and you'll get to where you need to be in the end. And I think be kind to yourself is probably just a summary of the 2. Like, having that mindset that, you're going to work hard, you're going to do well, but take breaks, like, you know, be kind to yourself. Don't be such a harsh critic of every little thing that you do, because I think if you have kindness as the foundation, when you build on that when you're older, it's just like, you know, it'll be a bit smoother. I kind of wish I had a kinder foundation to myself, and it would probably have saved me a lot of hurt in the long run if I'd have done that. So yeah, that is what I say to my younger self.
See, I think I was opposite. Because I'll be honest with you, like, obviously I get told the same thing. Oh, you have to work extra hard because this, that, you know, it's not going to be easy for you. But I'm just naturally relaxed. I think it's because of my parents. Like, I love them, but they're so chilled out. And so when I was in school, I just didn't care. I didn't care about grades. I just did not care. Like, I never revised once in my GCSEs.
Oh wow! Not
once.
Wow!
And, why? So kids, don't revise in GCSEs, and look where you'll get there. Ta-da! I'm broke. Help me!
I revised that I'm broke too. So you know.
Yeah, nah, but real talk, I wish if I could go back in time, I would firstly, like I was telling you a second ago, I would be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'd just grab myself. Nah, I wouldn't, I'd probably scare myself. I'd just say, look, firstly, drink water, alright? Drink your damn water.
Yeah.
I got my water. Shout out water. Drink my water. Revise. Just study. Don't go extreme. Just do it, please. I beg you. And yeah, I think other than that, like you were saying, just be kind to yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times I can overthink what I'm doing and overthink what I've said, and then just start thinking, I wonder how they took that. Did they actually take it like this? So just start thinking about it. Just think about whatever comes out of you, whatever you do is you. So just accept it. It is what it is, and just try and do better next time. Yeah. Don't worry about what you did. Just do better next time. So that's what I'd say. Yeah,
because you can't change anything about what you did. Like, if you said something, you said it. If you've done something, you've done it.
Yeah,
literally. Nothing you can do about it.
Oh well.
That's good. On to the next thing.
Next time, trust me. Yeah, not necessarily like that. What's the word? Not necessarily that relaxed, but yeah, just literally. Okay, I see that happened. What can I do next time to make it not happen? Yeah. Okay, this is what's going to happen now. So yeah, that's what I'd tell myself. Cool. The next thing that I need you to do is just plug yourself. Just what's coming up next for you? Like, is there any events? Is there any new projects that you're up to? What are you up to? Yeah. What's coming up next for you? Okay,
cool. So so basically I've started to get back into the studio, back into the mix. As I said before, obviously I had a really bad time, and as a result of that I had to take like a break from fashion for a while and just step away from it for my own health. Yeah. Mental health is important. Look after that first, it'll look after you. Amen. So I took a step back, and with a lot of help and support from amazing people, friends, family, I've been able to slowly make those steps back into fashion again, get back into the studio. So I'm really happy to be finally working on some bits and picking up my collection again and getting stuck into it. So you'll be seeing some new bits coming from me from there. So the collection, and I've just got like ideas, so many ideas of new things that are coming out, fashion wise, and lots. There's just so much I want to do. So look out for all of that. I also launched, as I spoke about earlier, the brand, so Alxzandria Chantiluke, the brand. You'll be seeing a lot more of that, because that's kind of like the larger brand that has all my sub brands underneath. I see. So underneath that comes Alexandria Menswear. I have Head Wraps and Hoops, which is my new blog space for all of my poetry. So I write poetry and spoken word is on there. I have Alexandria Speaks, which stuff like this comes under. I speak a lot to people, so it needs its own space because I do so much of it. So Alexandria Speaks is another part of the brand, and also exclusive here, Uni Talks is this new idea I came up with to basically support young people that are preparing for university. Because I did a little study earlier last year and found out that a lot of people kind of felt like they weren't prepared for uni. I definitely felt like that myself, and I feel like more can be done to help prepare young people for uni. So that is something I'm really passionate about, and I'm going to start doing some more bits in. So I'm busy doing several things. Another exclusive, I can't say too much yet because I've been specifically told not to put it out there yet until they've announced it.
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive. I'm speaking somewhere. This will be the biggest stage I've ever spoken on before. And I've been invited to, share a little bit. So I'm really excited about it. I literally just confirmed it today that I'm going to be doing it. So that is coming up for me next month. So you will see me speaking somewhere.
So where can we find you? Like, how do we find like, is there a website? Where do we find your clothes? How do we find out what you're up to, essentially? So Instagram is I'm on all socials. So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I've got Facebook, I've got my websites. So my website is alexandriachantiluke.co.uk. It's simple if you know how to spell my name. So I'm sure we can put something up somewhere. So my website. On all of my socials, it's just Alexandria Menswear. So Instagram, Alexandria Menswear. And is it ALXZ?
Z. Okay. Yeah, Andrea. And then .menswear. That's what it is on Instagram. On Twitter, it's Alex the Designer. And what else am I on? And that's most of the socials. And then just all my Tumblr pages. So just search Head Wraps and Hoops and search Alex Speaks, and you'll get all of my little bits and bobs that I do around. Yeah. So yes, guys.
Sweet.
And that's me.
You better go and follow. All right.
Follow my Instagram, because that's where I'll put most of my stuff up there. So all the links to everything will be on there. So Instagram's the best place to start.
All right, we'll put that right there. Down there, check it out in the link below. All right, now we got a game coming up.
Hey,
Sham, what's the name of this game? Do we even have a name for this game? Pick and pick. We'll find a name. All right, we're gonna have a quick break and then come right back to us. And then we'll present the game to you guys, and you'll find out what the game is as well.
Okay.
All right then.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start. Now we're about to play this first game. We're calling it Mix and Match. However, it's Fashion Edition, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
All right. So essentially, the aim of this game is Alice is gonna pick a note from over here. Alice is gonna pick a note from over here, and on one of these notes, it will be a character. She will then pick a note from over here, and it will be a genre, a style of clothes, fashion, a style of fashion, a style of clothes that she needs to put onto the character that she chose.
Wow.
I'll be doing the same thing. So, without further ado, can you pick your first note and just read it out to the camera, nice and clear.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I got it. Oh man. Okay, I got Keen and Kel. Like,
you really did. In my mind, I was thinking maybe she gets Keenan and Kel.
I got both of them. Can I pick one?
I'll pick one of them.
Okay, so I'll pick.
Or you can do Keenan and I'll do Kel or something like that. nah, I'll just use this one.
And Good Burger has to be able to keep orange soda cold. Okay.
Okay. I got Hillary from the Fresh Prince.
Hey, good one.
Has to have a mirror incorporated. Okay,
Challenge.
cool. That's one. And then let's get a genre going. A genre.
Oh, okay, we'll leave that one.
Making it.
Medieval armour.
Oh.
Keenan and Kel in medieval armour. Help, anyone?
We've never heard of such a thing.
Wow.
Are you prepared for that? Do you want to choose another one? You can if you want.
No, it's fine. I like the challenge.
Okay.
It'll be funny.
Is the camera on me? Hillary, but Victorian.
Oh wow. No, that can work. She kind of had. No, she didn't have that vibe at all.
She
she was classic. So
yeah.
You can spit it.
Okay. Whoa. I would never thought I'd ever draw anything like this before.
Oh, neither did I. Wow.
The goal for this one is we gotta get some colour on these sheets.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
like I said, we're gonna lift it to about 2 minutes. Ready?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Hillary. It's just as bad as it was before, really.
It's just as bad. Oh my god. Not good, man.
Yeah, I just... This is the worst. legit the worst. Oh no. I've given her like 2 lazy eyes. We're gonna give it a mirror. Wow, we had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Would you like to show your second design then? Just so the audience can see.
Do I have to?
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Okay.
We gotta.
Okay. As you can see, so I had Keenan and Kel. And this is Kel, am I correct?
Oh,
yeah?
He looks skinny.
Okay, so that is a determining factor here. Okay?
Okay.
So this is Kel. As you can see, he is black with the use of the brown crayon. So we know for a fact that this has to be Kel.
Kel is black. The drawing is black. Coincidence? Definitely not.
I think not. Okay, so yeah, I didn't focus too much on the facial features. To be honest, I could not even remember what they look like. It's been so long since I've even watched that show. So yes, here we have medieval armour to some kind of extent. This is supposed to be some kind of chainmail. All my history lessons have gone out of my head. I don't even know. But there is a sword. There is a shield. He looks like he's going somewhere. There's a helmet. You know, I don't know what was going on with the trousers down here, but I think he has knee pads on. So, you know...
Just in case he falls off his horse.
In case he falls down. That's a bit of a modern day fusion there, you know, knee pads. Let's just say they were wooden. It's in keeping with the time. And yeah, of course, this is definitely Kel.
Of course.
In medieval times. Medieval armour.
Well done.
Yes, challenge accepted. Challenge complete.
Alright, you may need to take back that high five after you see what I've created. So, my challenge was Hillary from the Fresh Prince, but Victorian. Now, some might say, that can't be too hard. Well, it was. So,
it's not that bad.
What? As you can see, so I thought in keeping with the style, the Victorian style, they didn't have good opticians. So I gave Hillary 2 lazy eyes. Also, they didn't have very good food, so she's got very, very thin arms. And everyone knows Victorians did not have feet, so she has no feet either. It's just very realistic, isn't it?
She's diabetic.
Yeah, we tried to get some colour on there as well, but you know, colour was expensive back in those days, so she can only afford the scribbles of red. And yeah, that's Hillary, but Victorian Hillary. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause.
You know that.
But yeah, Alex, thank you so much for coming through today.
That's fine.
And having some fun with us with this foolishness.
It's been great.
Yeah.
It has been great. I really enjoyed it.
There is one last thing that we do need to do, where we need to call out Paul! Hey, we're ready when you are, mate. Alright. Thanks, man. Usually I shout. Whoa!
Is it coming from? Oh my gosh! Wait, what? What the hell is going on?
You guys are lame, man. You don't even help him. You don't even help him, but you scared us. What? You don't help him. Come on, man. Alright, where's the helping hand? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Come on, man.
I tried to stretch out, but
I was not ready for it.
I was very confused.
The box came up, I was like, what?
I was confused.
No, help us over, man. Come on, man. Black Lives Matter, no? I'm sorry, man. Alright, so what's up, man? Oh, so,
Hi.
She just waved at you. Make sure you wave back. Hey. Don't do a high five. Well, this is the time of the show where we ask for Paul to come up and sing the song. No. This is the time of the show where we ask Paul to come up and present our guest with a or something.
Yes, well, you know what?
Actually, would you like to sit here for a little bit?
Alright, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That would be very nice.
It's not your show. We don't want you to be there too long.
Alright, this is now the Good Start Jump Show. You know what I'm saying? All the camera on me. Right, you know what? From one creative to another, I have created something for one. This is, you can't buy this on the website. This is a one of one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do here, man.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited.
Thank you. Just
so
a little
much.
gift to say thank you.
Shall I open it?
Yeah.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, do that right now. There we go.
Exciting time. Lots of tissue paper.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Look at this, guys.
So it's a one of one.
Yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah, you can't buy this on the
Oh,
website.
that's actually awesome. Oh my gosh, I need a bag.
You
like
need
this
a new tote bag, right?
Wow, yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's
amazing.
that's a tote bag, the simple tote bag, but it's anything but simple, man. You got the D-ring, so you can actually put your shoulder straps on it.
Oh, that's
got,
so cool.
Got 4 handles right there for you.
4 handles.
You know what I'm saying? So you can actually decide whatever you want to use it for.
Yay,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
It's,
one of a
and it's a
kind
padded
as well.
one as well, so you can put all sorts of stuff in there.
I
And
love
keep
it.
it safe.
I love it. As a creative, you literally cannot have enough of these, like, to and from the studio.
There you
This is
go.
going to come in handy.
Especially since
Thank
it's
you
summer.
so much.
Yeah, you're okay, man.
That's
You're
so
welcome.
nice, guys. Thank you. I love it.
Thank you for coming, man. You know what I'm
Yay,
saying? And
thanks for
sharing
having
everything about, you know what I mean? And sharing your tips and everything. It's been enjoyable. I mean, I've enjoyed listening, so.
Yay, I'm glad I've been able to share something with you guys. It's been nice.
Alright, good
really
stuff.
enjoyed
Well,
it.
I'll let Micah take it from here. You know what I'm saying? My work is done.
We're just gonna magic him away, and then I'm gonna be there. we don't want you to get hurt.
Oh my god, that was actually crazy.
That's probably the best thing.
I thought you were tricking me actually. I thought it was just tissue paper.
Oh, I thought it was like something you can never buy anywhere else. Tissue paper.
Oh no, thank you so much for that. Genuinely,
No,
that's
you're
really,
welcome.
really nice.
No, I'm glad you like it.
Yay!
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Nah, I don't know what. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's late.
we're tired. It's late. It's dark outside. Thank you very much for being with us while, we just had this conversation. Hope you guys have learned something. Make sure you stay tuned. The next episode is coming soon. Alright? That's the start. The end of the start. That's the end of the start.
Hey.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the second part of that video. What we're about to do now is just break down a few of the points that Alex goes over in this part of the video. The first point that she goes over that kind of helps her to become more successful in what she's doing is to aim high, but not to use negative emotions as motivators. For example, in her case, she used fear as a motivator when she was younger, and she realized that just put her under more kind of pressure mentally in order to do things, and it never helped her mental health, which is another point that she actually touched on. Always take care of your mental health, because if you're not taking care of your mental health, it will have an effect on your physical and your spiritual health as well. Another thing that she talked about was the fact that if she was to advise herself when she was younger, she would tell herself to, be kind to herself, take time out, and to do things at her own pace. When doing things at your own pace, things may be a bit slow, but you will make it in the end. So currently Alex has a lot going on. She's a busy person, so make sure you go and follow her on the social media. We'll put a little bit of a tag there for her Instagram and her Facebook and all her socials there. What's next for her? She's doing a new fashion line. She's got a new brand launching called Alxzandria Chantiluke, the brand. She also did a talk with a TEDx talk. She did a TEDx talk recently as well, which we'll try and find the link to, and we'll put in the description below. I'm giving a lot of work to our editor right now. Other things, she does a lot of university talks. So if you want her to speak at university, she's a very down-to-earth person. Get in contact. As I said before, contact details below. And she's also started a new blog as well. So, link below. If you'd like your story featured in an episode of The Start, make sure you message us, send us an email. You can hit us up on social media channels such as Instagram and Facebook, or you can send us an email to hello@creativebasement.com. Make sure while you're on the social media, you check out some of our pictures. We've got some cool stuff going on there. A few videos as well for you people that love your content. And yeah, keep following that creative dream.